morning, brothers and sisters. Live, dwelling in the garden, Saigon, it's now. This episode of the Stickman Show, because it's turtle time. The core system of time, managing balance. I just did a long video on so-called cleaning up the schedule and implementing a system. It's going. This varies for everybody, but it all depends on your intent, what you want. But before we get into this, check out the garden. This I think it's like a cucumber, a bitter cucumber vine plant spreading all over the place. It's awesome. This is the garden. This is where I start my day of excitement and creativity. I see a lot of people now saying, because I scan through social media or YouTube, not really scrolling, but I just like glance through it, and so I see people are commenting that life has become nothing. They've lost interest in all. It's meaningless. Yeah. And so they've lost the spark. Whether they've had a Kundalini awakening or a spiritual awakening or whatever you like to call that, I don't know. I don't watch their videos. I just see the titles, what people are posting. It's obvious that with social media and entertainment, distraction. Entertainment means a distraction, to entertain the mind with something that may or may not be yours. Most likely it's an external penetration into your own thoughts, and therefore distracting you somewhere else. And so your dopamine or whatever chemicals they say are stimulating you, going, yeah, I want more and more, begin to, it fades away because that's it. I mean, when you've seen one movie, you've seen them all, basically, if you know what I mean. There's no monster movie that can scare me. No. Why go to the movies to see monster movies which are not scary? I mean, I can think of more scary things. I've been to more scary places, so I don't really need to go sit and watch this stuff. So anyway, people have reached their so-called plateau, but you see, there's that's kind of a trap. It's cycles. You go through it's breathing, but it's a longer cycle, and you have to go through that. So there's hope. Keep the faith, and I'm showing you, what I do. Even though all these. I've seen enough in this world. I mean, there's really not a lot of other things to see in the sense of being surprised. I've been in all types of businesses. I've been in governments. I've been in education. I've been in the arts, movies, commercials. Acting. So I've been in these systems. I've traveled the world, and you know, the more you travel, the more you see there's McDonald's, KFC. I mean, so what a stage it is. So you begin to see all the fakeness. It is what it is, you know. And of course, some people see this as I do. You know, we woke up. But anyway, it is what it is. That's what we live in. But the true place to live is in, not out there. So this is what we're doing here. So all is mind. Seek within, for the world is without, as I've told many times. So after we've done our initial, you know, cleaning up of our schedule, I mean, that could be a simple idea or a very large idea. I mean, I am my schedule. I mean, I am what I am, and I do what I do. I am that I am. So whatever I'm doing in my time is my schedule. So the 3 R's are what was needed: remove, reduce, and or replace, modify. You know. So this is like a completed. It's like a pizza, but the pizza has a center. It must have the yin and yin-yang of balance. Sorry. And that's the eternal now. Always. It's always there. Present. Eternal. Eternity. So when you're radiating, you radiate your true essence. That's it. Now, whatever that true essence is, you got to figure it out. Just like I generally figured out my true essence. I'm doing it now, because it's only now. Sorry. So your core being, what is that? Whatever you're radiating, whatever you are, and that energy is all around. You attract what you are. I is what I is. So let's make it, it's like a pizza now. So these are slices. What is your kind of slice of pizza? So I kind of, you know, generalize what mine is. Now these lines are, you know, there are no lines. It's just transitioning from one to the next. It's not like time might suggest. So let's say diet. You know, I spend about hour and a half a day eating. You know, that would mean preparation of the food, you know, fruit, because I eat a lot of fruit. So preparation of the food, hour and a half, 2 hours. So cleaning, washing, cutting, and then eating, and enjoying it. Not, you know, I didn't know what I'm eating, so I enjoy my food. I think it's, you know, cleansing, nourishing, and refreshing. So that's what I think, and that's what I eat. Regenerating. So that's about 2 hours a day. You know, maybe around lunchtime or later in the afternoon, and maybe a smaller snack later, more fruit or something. Again, I don't only eat fruit. I, you know, do eat vegetables. I had my vegetable biryani big meal yesterday with an egg. So I do eat egg. I do eat cheese. Rarely eat meat. That's meat too, you know. Rest, sleep, naps. It's a larger part, maybe 7, 8 hours, maybe 9 hours. It all depends on the, which day it is. What have I been doing? What is on the schedule? It varies. You think it's like, I must do it now at 6 o'clock. No, then you turn into a robot. You have to get into balance. What is your equilibrium, or your equinox? You get into the rhythm. I'm getting into the my equinox rhythm. That means balance. Sun and moon are balanced. Spring, winter. That's the balance. That's 6 months period, or 6. It's half of the so-called moon cycle, or lunar cycle, whatever you want to think about. Okay, so I rest. I'm resting right now. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just having fun. I sleep. So 6 hours maybe? Depends. My naps might be an hour, half an hour, or 2 hours. Maybe longer, I don't know. But I can dream. Oh yeah, because this is a dream too. You need motivation. It's exciting to do this. It is. You make everything exciting. It doesn't matter, if you've done all the other crap, all the wonderful things in the world. I shouldn't use negative. If you've done all other things in the world and you see what it is, you get bored. But forget that. Go back inside and make everything good. Oh, I love eating fruit. Oh, nourishing, refreshing, revitalizing, rejuvenating all the cells of my body. So I'm feeling good now just thinking about that. And I have my dreams. Then I can analyze my dreams from journaling. It's funny. Well, what is this one telling me? What did that angel tell me in that dream? Now, I think that's exciting. Okay, so that's a large chunk. That's a large slice of the pizza. Then we got meditation, journaling, and exercising. So meditation, in the morning, I do my kind of deep breathing, meditation process. That's that's about 20 minutes. Right when I get up, because my brain is still sleeping. I journal, 10, 20 minutes a day. Depends. Maybe longer. I exercise. Now, exercise, getting out of bed is exercise, guys. Now, longer periods. So I go for walks. Depending on my schedule, I might do a long one in the morning. I'm walking throughout the day, up and down stairs, maybe 5 flights of stairs times 4. I mean, that's a lot of climbing. You're climbing 20 stories, at least, and going back down. Again, everything's a cycle. What goes up must come down, and then when you know that, then you can balance it out and enjoy the ups and downs. No fear. Evening I exercise. I go for a walk, 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Then I do my Tai Chi again, or whatever kind of relaxation exercise. I meditate, breathe. That's about 20, 30 minutes. So look at it. I get about 2 hours, 3 hours of exercise a day. I mean, 24 hours is a long time, I'm telling you. When you're balanced, all this collapses. Time vanishes. There's no Caesar restricted time. Like Germans. It's 5 o'clock. It's over. Talking about a clock. Well, that's German. It's okay. It's okay. Journaling, writing things down, 20 minutes a day, at least. When you spread out through the day, it's right around 20 minutes or longer. Depends on what you're going to write. Now, then we get into our so-called your other activities, which, again, it's all pretty much the same in my opinion. Projects. These are all projects, I think. Work. Well, this kind of work, it's all work. Consulting. Well, I consult myself, but I consult others. I do training, and I do events. Whatever you do, train, teach, acting, movies, whatever you like doing, you go do it. So that might be a larger portion of the pie. Variety, it's like a pizza with everything on it. Because this is my core, it's my energy, it's my drive. So you're God, I'm God. I can do anything I want until I don't want to do it, and have no judgment against anybody's judgment against what I'm doing. I am what I am, and I do what I do. That's me. So, so that's a large portion of the pie there. It can, if you have your YouTube channel or whatever, you're doing things on that. I mean, those are projects in themselves. All kinds of things. But this is all done with your own brain, not AI. You need to visualize it and do it yourself with your hand and your brain and your lips and your own mind, and you write it out. Then you use tools like AI, whatever. You bring your brothers involved, they help you out with something. Yeah, sure, but first you need your foundation. Seek within, for the world is without. Remember the rules. Well, not rules, but cosmic truth. Then we get into education and learning. You know everything. You already know everything. And it's not arrogance. It's not inflated head. It's just you already internally know everything, but you forgot. So we can call it education. We call it learning or remembering. You're remembering all the skills and talents that you have, which are infinite. Eternity is a long time, so you have infinite talents and skills and abilities that all may not be available here on this planet because we have these physical laws. But when you're able to master your dreams and your mind, you're able to access that and go off to other worlds and do it. And finally, when you leave this one, you will be doing it, or you already are doing it, but you're forgotten. So, I can find myself. But of course, if you're at, depends on which level you're at. Maybe you're still reading books, you're reading others' books or watching other videos and whatnot to actually get ideas or whatever. Or you're actually writing the books, you're making the videos. Again, you're following what other people do, or you're doing it and other people are following you. It's kind of like a whatever. Balance. Remember balance. And finally, we get to towards the end of this. We have social activities, events. You go out and buy your fresh fruit from the market. Maybe you go for a massage. Maybe you go to a show, entertainment, or you make the show. You go to a movie. I don't know. You go for walks. You go sit in the park. All kinds of extra, just free time, whatever you want to do. Go hang out on the street corner. Okay? Just make it with your resonance, balance. Of course, you can go see the opposite and see how that works, but don't get involved. Like negative things and bad things. Okay, so you do that, and finally you have other. Here's some time. There's nothing. I have nothing to do. Oh, what do I do? You know, as long as I'm following my so-called daily plan, or so-called, remember, I'm resonating my being, but then I can fill that being in with other things to do around that so-called cycle of 24, so-called 24 hours, which is eternal now. And then that expands to the so-called 7 days, to the larger month, to the year, to the, you know, galactic flow of blah blah, you know, and just expand and expand in the now. So you're expanding your mind, because all is mind. So I can fill that in with something else or nothing. And that's when you finally reach the oh yeah, baby, oh yeah moment. I've done it, I do it, I am it. And this is not, I'm not being arrogant. This is it. You've mastered your pizza pie, if you want to call it pizza. And then you go out and do it, or you be it. You are it. You're number one in your life, of course. And everyone is number one. And everyone is united and shares the same energy. Everyone is at their own resonance, so-called level. I mean, not like I'm above you and you're below me. I mean, that goes on for eternity. Because at my level, someone is at so-called another level. You know, and, you know, again, that's ridiculous. You know, my shit smells better than yours. That's not the way it works in my mind, guys. So this is one way, one method. This is what I do. And maybe you have a different way. Okay, good. Share it. Let people know. So I'm going to end it there. I'm going to go out and do my morning stuff. Again, hang out with the plants. Drink my coconut water. Maybe have a coffee, I don't know. Sit down, vegetate, meditate, and just observe. See who comes up and has a chat with me, because it's fun. So, alive, dwelling in the garden, Saigon, it's now. Ciao.